Hello, I am currently sitting in a 2025 Toyota Grand Highlander Hybrid Limited, and I'm going to run through all of the buttons for you. If you find this helpful, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you. In the center, we do have the shifter. If you put it back into reverse, it will bring up the backup camera as well as the 360 camera, so you can see all the way around the vehicle. Then you have neutral and drive. You can go over to the left there and shift through the gears manually if you'd like to. This vehicle does have an electronic park brake, so every time you put it in park, it engages the park brake, and when you take it out of park, it disengages the park brake. It also has a hold mode here, so if you hit that button, you'll see a green light in the bottom right corner of the dash. That means it's on, and then if you put the vehicle in drive, you'll see an orange one next to it, which means it's active. This is handy for being in like a drive-through or construction, things like that. You can actually take your foot off the brake while it's in drive, and the vehicle won't go anywhere. Then when you're ready to move up a spot, you just tap the gas pedal, it will release, and then you can push down hard again on the brake and it will activate it again. Here turns off the traction control. This vehicle has a couple drive modes here, so you've got Eco, Sport, Normal, and then Trail. So Eco is going to try to make it as fuel efficient as possible. It's going to shift a little sooner, try to run the climate control a little less. Sport is going to try to give you all the power to make it a little faster for you. Normal is going to be normal. And then this vehicle is all-wheel drive, so it's front-wheel drive most of the time, and if the front wheels slip at all, they kick in the back wheels automatically. But it does have a trail mode, so if you're on some serious off-road conditions, you can give the transmission and four-wheel drive system a heads up for that. Over here you have EV mode, which stands for electric vehicle mode. All hybrids come with this button, and basically it's if you want to do like a short low-speed trip in full electric, you just hit that to activate it. It does have to have a fully charged hybrid battery. And then lastly, you have like your downhill descent control here. So if you're like in the mountains going down a hill, you can activate this and it'll use the transmission to slow the vehicle down instead of using the brakes as much. In front of the shifter, you have the start button for the vehicle. This right here is a little camera with the view around it. And if you hit it, it'll actually do a 360 walk around the vehicle so you can see if there's anything outside that you might hit. Then you have a USB-C charger right here and another USB-C charger right there. And then this vehicle does have a wireless charging pad right there. And then you have the hazards for the vehicle right there. This vehicle does have 3-zone auto climate control. So you can actually have a different temperature in the back, the passenger side, and the driver's side. If you want to sync them all together, you just push up on the sync button and it'll do whatever the driver's side does. This auto function right here is like a thermostat for your car. So if it's on auto 70 and it's hot out, it'll cool it down to 70. And if it's cold out, it'll heat it up to 70 and then keep it right there. Next to it, you can turn the climate control off. This here is actually for your heated windshield wiper blades. So if you hit that, it'll heat the pad underneath the wipers so they don't freeze to the windshield as easily. Here you have front window defrost, so it'll blow all the air up on the front window. Right here, this will de-ice the back window and the side mirrors. Here you could do fan speeds up and down if you want, and then you can also change where they're going to blow in the vents right there. This will activate rear climate, so if you want to change just the rear zone, you could put that little line right there and it'll change the rear vents. This will give power to the back seats on and off, so whether you want vents blowing back there or not. This is recirculate on and off right there. This is a direct air only to occupied front seats, so if there's only one person in here, it'll just focus those vents on you, and if there's two people, it'll do both the front vents. AC on and off, and then this vehicle does have heated and cooled seats, so you've got high, medium, low, off, and then cooled seats, high, medium, low, off. On the radio screen on the top left corner, you've got your Apple CarPlay Android Auto symbol, which will basically bring up your phone on the screen. So if you want like contacts, messages, Apple Maps, Google Maps, Amazon Music, anything like that, you can use it through there. Then you have the cloud navigation, which is the built-in navigation from Toyota. You do have to have an active subscription for this to work. Then you have the music symbol here. So you've got favorites, which will show all your radio presets right there. Then you can also hit tune and go FM, AM, and XM. You do get 3 months free XM radio with every new Toyota. So if you hit 57 and tune to channel, it'll bring the channel up right there for you. If you like that station, you just hit the heart and it'll put it on your favorites list right there. Otherwise, you can do channel by channel right there. You can pause it and back it up if you miss songs. And then you can even hit notify me, and if you like the artist or song, you can check it and it'll basically tell you if that's playing on any XM station. The little phone icon will take you right into your Apple CarPlay so you can have your contacts and everything. The little vehicle information here, you could do, climate control. If you want to do it on the screen, you sure can. And then you have trip information, so it's like fuel economy and range to empty. Energy flow, it'll tell you what the hybrid system is doing. And then messages here, if anything's wrong with the vehicle, it'll tell you in the vehicle alert section. The settings gear wheel down here, you can log into profiles, you can go to general to change date and time, make all kinds of vehicle customizations right here. Up above, you do have a map light. This one will turn all the lights in the vehicle on. And then this one that says door on it, if you have it pushed in, anytime you open the door, the lights will come on. If you don't want that feature, you can push it out and then they won't come on with the door open. Here you have the sunshade, so you can open and close the sunshade. Here you can open and close the sunroof, and then this will vent the sunroof. The SOS Safety Connect button right there is for if you get a flat tire, have an accident, things like that, you can push the button. It'll call Toyota and then they can send help your way. Here it does have a sunglass holder. And then on the rearview mirror, this vehicle does have home link, so you can sync up 1, 2, and 3 different garage door openers. Behind the steering wheel, you have wipers. So it's up for mist, and then it's back to off. One click down on auto there is the rain sensing windshield wipers. So if you set it to auto, you can adjust the sensitivity right here. And anytime the windshield detects raindrops, it'll swipe on its own automatically. Then you have low, then you have high. If you pull the whole lever towards you, it'll clean the front windshield. If you push it away from you, it'll clean the back window. Then you can also turn the back wiper on to a delayed setting and then on permanently. Over here, you've got the headlights. So you can turn it to DRL off, which is driving lights off, no lights at all. Most people leave it on auto all the time. They turn on and off on their own. Then there's park lights and headlights. Forward for high beam, back for low beam. Then you got your fog lights right here. On the right side of the steering wheel, you have mode, which will go through all your sources. So like AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth music. This will go through your presets. So if you have your favorite radio stations set, you can toggle through them there. Or if you're listening to like Amazon Music, it'll do next song and back a song. This vehicle does have radar cruise control, where if you're coming upon a car that's going any slower than you're set at, it'll automatically sense them and slow down. To activate the cruise control, you just get to the speed you want to be set at and you push this button right here. Then you can also decrease speed and increase speed right here. It also has a resume button. The mode button here, you can actually toggle through adaptive cruise control, and then you can do regular cruise control where it won't slow you down. Cancel right here, or you can tap the brake. It does have a zone selector, so you can choose 4, 3, 2, and 1 different lengths, and that's how close it'll follow the car in front of you. And then this vehicle has lane departure warning and lane trace assist. Lane trace is basically where when you're going down the highway with the cruise control set, it'll look ahead at the lines in front of you and help keep you perfectly centered. So you can turn that feature on and off right there. On the left side of the steering wheel, you've got volume up and down for the radio. Then you've got a voice command button right here. Tune to XM channel 57.
Tuning to Sirius XM channel 57.
Then you've got a phone button here, so if somebody calls you, it'll say call from whoever on the screen. You can hit it to answer it, then hit it again to hang up. This is a little clear button, so basically if you have like a notification on the screen that pops up, you can hit this to clear it. And then the left, right, up and down arrows. So on the screen here, if you hit right, you can go through screen 1, screen 2, and screen 3. And you can have different information on each one. Now if you want to adjust that, you just hold down the OK button. You can adjust the middle. You can adjust the left side, and then you can go over and adjust the right side, and you can show whatever you want on those screens. On the left side of the steering wheel, you have odometer, trip A and trip B, so you can hit that to cycle through all of those. Then you have an up and down arrow that'll adjust the gauge brightness in the vehicle. Down here you have your auto high beam switch, so if you want that feature on, you want it lit up like that. And auto high beams is when you're driving down the highway at night and you have your high beams on and you meet a car and forget to dim them. It'll dim them automatically when it senses their headlights. Then you have your heated steering wheel on and off right here. This will turn on the outlet in the vehicle, AC 120 volt. Then you have the power liftgate right there. If you hold it for 2 seconds, it'll open it up, and if you hit it again, it'll close. On the driver door, you have window locks. So if you activate that, nobody in the vehicle will be able to roll the windows up or down. Then you have all 4 window controls. They are all one-touch auto up and down. So if you just give it a quick push, they roll down. If you lift up on it real quick, they roll all the way back up. Then you have unlock and lock for the doors. Here you can hit left and adjust the left mirror. Then you can hit right and adjust the right mirror. And then you can turn it off, so if you bump it, it doesn't go anywhere. This vehicle does have power folding mirrors. So if you push this one, it will fold the mirrors in automatically. And then how you normally want to have it is on auto. So when you get out of the vehicle and lock the doors, they will fold in while you're in the parking lots or in the garage, things like that. Then this vehicle does have memory seats. So if you get your seat and your side mirrors right where you like them, then you can push set 1, it'll beep, and then number 1 will be saved. So if your seat gets out of position, you just hit number 1 and it'll go right back to where you like it.